subscribe? Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Everybody share this space. Princess Red. Okay, Princess Red, you want to come up? Where you at, Princess Red? All right. Where'd you go? I think your name Prince Dread. Okay, it's not Princess Red, it's Prince Dread. All right, Prince Dread, hop on in. Mr. Prince Dread, go ahead and hop on in. All right.
Peace, Tariq. How are you?
Okay.
I got a question for you.
Yes,
What
indeed.
makes you a leader? Because I heard you did a couple of films. So
Maybe a
what did you
leader?
do to become a leader?
I'm not a leader. Who am I the leader of?
So why do they keep saying you're some type of FBA leader? And where did FBA come from?
Yeah, it's called lying. It's called lying. Usually, if you hear that, you're hearing it from a liar who's probably foreign. Well, most of them are foreign.
Like the
Right.
slave story, the lie about they brought us over here to America. You should go on ahead and debate some of these American Indians on here. I don't think you can hold up to them. I
I've
think you would lose, Tyree.
I had him slow down because you're doing what's called the 4 T's. He's on the second T already. You're doing the 4 T's.
Tyreek, I just want you to go ahead toe to
Slow
toe
down.
and debate some of these American Indians. I got some that'll tear you apart.
Oh,
Why,
really?
I would love to debate you myself and rip you apart with your fake slave story. How you gonna be African but not?
Okay, slow down because what you're not going to do is just start venting. I'm not your psychiatrist, sir.
I'm not
We have a
venting. I'm just asking you.
you're not. You're just saying a bunch of stuff, and
Well,
we
I'm
have
curious.
no, sir. You're venting. Now let's go into
I'm
why
curious.
you're no, because you're not having a dialogue. You're just saying a bunch of kind of sassy stuff. So now, why are you venting? What's your real problem? Let's get into that
Oh
because
well,
now
let's
you're
go.
not. So now you're arguing, and you don't went from 10 different topics back to back. So yeah, there's
That ain't
something else.
happened yet.
Go slow down. You done said about 4 different topics, and I can't answer anything because you
Two
go right to the
topics.
next topic. You're going right to the next topic. So what's your real beef? That sounds like jealousy. Are you jealous of me, Mr.
No,
Prince?
why? No, not at all. I'm an American. I'm very proud of who I am.
Mr. Prince, you sound like an older gentleman. You sound like a distinguished gentleman. You sound like an older gentleman.
Well,
And there's
yes, I am.
nothing worse than an old hater.
Gotta be a hater. I'm just trying to have.
Yeah, you're not talking
You doing
in good
pineapple?
faith. No, you're not talking. No.
You're
You just
muting.
yeah, because now you're being sassy. You're too old for
Trying to
that,
have a
sir.
conversation.
You're not having a conversation. Let me explain how
How are
this
you?
works. Let me explain how this works. You don't come up here to vent. You just up here trying to vent. We're not your psychiatrists.
No, I'm trying to talk.
Now, if you want to talk to me about something, let's talk about it. Subject by
Okay.
subject. You ain't gotta rush. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to rush, but you're just not gonna come up here saying shit. There's gonna be order. Do we have an understanding, Mr. Dredd?
Yes, we do, Tyree.
All right. So yeah, I'll be glad to cover any topic you want to talk about, but don't say some shit and then just start talking over me. That's hoe shit. We ain't doing that.
You're right. You're right.
All right. So let's just keep it player. Now,
So,
what's your real beef? What's your real issue?
well, my issue is the fact that you say that you're from Africa, but you're not Africans anymore.
That's not your problem. That's not what no, that's a smoke screen. That's not your real
That's
issue.
my problem.
That's not
That's
your
actually
problem.
my
No, it's
problem.
not. No, it's
I'm
not.
curious.
Let's just get to the nitty gritty. That's a
Can
smoke
I
screen.
ask you?
No, that's a straw man. What's your
You're
real
not gonna
problem?
let me talk.
No, because we're not going to sit here just talking about
You're a
straw man arguments.
pan-African.
No, we're not going to do straw man arguments. You ain't doing all
Can't go
this
to
whining
You're
because of
kind.
you're not doing all this whining because of an African origin story. You know you're not. It's something else. What's your real issue? I want to talk
Real
about the
issue.
real
I
issue.
destroyed. Listen, I destroyed
You did what?
slave story. I
You
destroy
did
it all
what?
the time. I destroy the slave story. You know, the whole in the bottom of the boat thing that you claim that everybody is. We destroy it every day. Why we destroy plenty of pan-Africans
Then why don't you just do it?
for
Why are you
you.
doing all this whining and accusatory gesticulating, sir?
For
Just
you
do
to
it. Okay,
come
why
on and
don't you
debate us,
bring
bro.
you do what?
Debate. Let's see if you're
We're
educated.
talking now. We're talking right now, sir. We're talking now.
You're muting me a whole lot. We have
Because you're babbling. You're not every time you come up here, y'all come up here with this plebiscite babble, you never get to the point because you don't really have a
a
point. You
point.
can't bring scholarship. All you're doing, you've been babbling nonstop, sir.
Do it then.
That's why I'm not going to subject my audience to old Negro.
Yeah,
I'm not going to subject them to plebiscite babble. Now
man.
start debunking. Now go. What are you debunking?
Well, the slave story. You know
Debunk
that
it.
part? Oh,
Debunk
in the
it. Whoa.
1600s, how was they able to bring you slaves when they had 50 million dying in Europe from the plagues? Why, they
Okay.
were alcoholics. They drank wine, grog, and ale. How were they able to come and transport people, but they couldn't wash or keep their own people to alive? Strangely. Oh, and on top of it,
Okay, slow down. We don't want to hear your practice monologue, all right? Because you didn't practice some bullshit. Okay,
no,
okay. Well, let's address that. Let's address it. Let's address what you just said. All right. 1619, yeah, England was down bad. They didn't have no money. They were pirates. They were robbing the Portuguese and the Spanish. And even the first captives that they got from Africa, they robbed them from a Portuguese ship coming from Angola. That's how they got those black folks over there in 1619 in Jamestown. I know the story, sir.
how did the Europeans pick sailors that didn't have the plagues? I mean, they had 50 million dying in Europe, not to mention 75 million before that and the 65 million in the 1300s. But yet they were capable of going to Africa and transporting hundreds of thousands of people. Make that make sense. They couldn't keep their own butts clean and their own people alive, but they were able to transport us. Is that what you're
Okay.
telling me?
Okay. No. So
Make
you're
this make
saying,
sense.
okay, so what you're saying, and let's forget about the number because the number is speculative. Do
No, the
you
number
think
is not speculative.
it is speculative? Because
Oh, I can, if you would do a regular live, I could
God,
have all kinds of information
slow
in
down.
Europe.
Okay. So do you think they didn't bring anybody over during slavery from Africa? Nobody. Is that what you're saying?
How? They
On a
couldn't even
boat.
take care of their own butts in Europe.
Okay.
By the 1800s, over 200 million Europeans had passed away from plagues and diseases. So how are they doing this in the 1600s?
On a boat, sir. They did bring people on a
How? They
boat.
couldn't even keep their own butts alive. Their children died. 50% of their children died before the age of 5 in the 16.
Okay, you're just babbling talking points. I've
I'm
already
spitting
explained.
out history.
No, you're not. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that they were. We know that. I know that they were down bad in Europe. I just told you. I just told you they were robbing the Spanish and the Portuguese.
That's not explaining how
The Spanish and the Portuguese had a lot of money over here from getting gold. Why are you talking over me?
your stories. You're not answering how they
Yeah, I'm answering it now.
across the ocean, but yet they couldn't keep their own people alive in their country. Make that make sense.
So how did they get over? How did the English get over here then? What are you saying?
in 1865, we see them.
How did the English get over here?
In the 1800s, we see them, millions of them.
The English came over in the 1800s?
Yeah, they're on the Civil War medal, not us.
So you're saying they didn't come over in the 1600s?
No,
So
impossible.
they didn't come over here and try to start Roanoke in North Carolina in the 1500s?
No.
They didn't.
How?
They,
How? In the 1500s, they lost 75 million Europeans. How were they able to pick people? Their idea of being a doctor was putting a leech on your body. They drank urine and took feces.
so they didn't come over in 1607 and try to start Jamestown?
No. How? If all those people are unaliving in Europe, they're drinking urine, they're taking feces baths,
So why are
using
there
leeches.
documents? Why are there documents from Jamestown in court records and public records? Where are those documents from?
Oh, they're trust me, bros. Remember they committed massacres from 1866 to 1921, then rewrote the history. Remember that part? You
No.
know, Tulsa. Do I need to keep going? All the cities they destroyed, the 643 cities they destroyed here in America, that part. And then they turned around and wrote history and said, trust me, bro.
Thank you,
That
sir.
part.
Thank you. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, some of these people, you don't really debate them. They're not really trying to debate. Let's be very clear. These people are not trying to debate. These are plebiscite babbling buffoons. They're time wasting damn trolls. These are people desperate for somebody to look at them. They're just wasting your damn time. Let's be very clear. A lot of these people, well, yeah, I disagree with you, and just all that babbling. These are people who they're attention deprived. They just want somebody to look at them and listen to them. That's all it is. They're here to waste your damn time. It's nothing but prison plebiscite babble. You understand? That's it. They just want to sit here and they see somebody who has a large audience. They wish they had it. So they know if they go up and say something stupid, people will at least debunk them. They listen, they know what they're saying is stupid. All right? What? Hold on. And that's another thing. You got their fellow plebiscite babblers who try to co-sign them. Like, right, what's this guy? He cooked. That's another thing. Fellow plebiscite babblers will sit here and listen to this obvious horse shit and then try to co-sign it because you're a plebiscite babbler too. All right? This is like high school. Again, TikTok is run like a high school. The lame kids sit off in this corner and then they co-sign each other's lame shit. You got another fool in who he cooked though. If you don't stop. I sat here and let this man talk. I didn't even debunk his horse shit. I just let this man run his mouth and he sounded like a complete damn goofy fool. He cooking though. You go ahead and tell him. That's lame Negro support. It's pretty sad. He's just saying stuff. Now, Jamestown didn't exist. It's called, they went back and changed the records. They changed, well, okay. All right. That's why these people sit up in their little rooms with 10 people for 20 hours, 30 hours, babbling to each other because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Okay? Good freaking grief. Man. What's up, Gabe? Okay, Gabe, hop on. We got some of the tethers coming in the room. Hop on, Gabe. Mr. Gabe, hop on, sir. Let's talk to Gabe.
What's up, What's up, Tariq?
What's up, Gabe? What part of Africa are you from?
I'm from the Congo, man.
The Congo. Now, what'd you ask me about the FBI?
I asked you how many times have the FBI met you?
Yeah, they've come and visited me a few times. And yeah, I'm always monitored. I can't even go to the UK. I'm completely banned from the UK. So a lot of these alphabet agencies, I'm on the radar. What about it?
Cap. But I understand,
What's cap? Cap what? What's cap?
Why would they ban you from the UK if you're a fucking bootlicking ass Negro, man?
You're not going. Don't watch your little decrepit bushmeat eating mouth. It was in the media, sir. That's not anything I would have to lie. I'm not you. I don't lie and scam, sir. Yeah, that's the no.
Listen.
Dudu Tunde, hold on. But I'm not you. This is verifiable. I don't. Why? What makes you think I have to lie to a musty, nobody ass tether like you? Why would I have to lie to you? Explain that. Talking about Cap. Who are you to lie to? You somebody who fled from a damn failed village. Why would I have to lie to you?
Stop muting me. Why you muting me, man? I got questions.
I'm talking to you, little musty thing. I want to know. Why would I lie to you? Who are you to lie to? You're like, that's Cap. Who are you?
Stop muting me, man. Why you muting me?
I'm asking you a question. Who are you to lie to?
I came to your live. I got questions for you.
Okay, but I'm asking you a question. You asked me something. I gave an answer. You're like, that's Cap, nigga. Who are you to lie to?
Why are you muting me, man?
I want you to answer. Who the hell are you to lie to, sir?
I'm a regular African who also oppressed just like you, my nigga.
Yeah, but you ain't nobody to lie to. You fled from your homeland. Your ass is over here.
Boy,
Because
your ass lying for some
because
views, bro.
because your masses up my homeland. Don't you
No,
understand?
no. Y'all messed up your damn homeland, sir. Yeah, just because. Yeah, no.
House Negro.
No, sir. Y'all
You
messed up your
me, don't you?
homeland, sir, for being off code and being tribal and cutting each other's throats and lying all the time. That messed
Tariq.
up your homeland.
Tariq, you understand tribalism is also in America, right, little bro?
No, we ain't tribal like you. No, we're not.
Tariq,
No, we're not.
gangs.
No, we're not. Don't miss me with that Crip and blood shit.
My
Don't
guy, my
miss
guy.
me with the
Tariq.
Crip and blood. Y'all tethers love running around talking about gangs, cripping. Our gangs own businesses, dude. Our
What
our
business?
gang
What business?
our gangs own businesses. I'm in LA. Crips and Bloods own businesses out here.
What business?
It ain't tribal like you, sir. No, you don't get to
Tariq,
do that.
headlining by your massa getting lashes behind your back ain't no business, my nigga.
Lashes. Y'all were over there chopping off each other's hands and feet. What you talking about?
They was feeding your
Y'all were chopping off each other's hands and feet for King Leopold. What you talking
Tariq.
about?
What
Tariq,
happened?
Ho ho ho! No, you didn't.
muted me,
Hold
little
on,
nigga.
Dudu
So
Tunde.
Tariq, I have a question.
Dudu Tunde. Hold on, Dudu Tunde. Y'all had King Leopold had y'all musty tethers over there chopping off each other's arms and damn hands.
Nigga baby.
Really? You little old musty punk.
My guy.
And let me tell you something. It was foundational Black Americans. It was an FBA journalist who went over there and
No.
had to no to stop the atrocities in the Congo. No. To stop the atrocities over there was a foundational Black American who went over there and put it out there in the press.
It was an
So yeah, FBAs had to come help you.
American man.
FBA had to come help you to stop chopping each other up over there. You talking
Yeah,
about
African
lashes?
American. African American
A
man.
foundation. He wasn't African nothing. He was a foundational Black American, sir.
82. A man,
Foundational Black American, sir.
1782. An African man.
A foundational Black American, sir.
There's
Now
nothing
what
found.
else, Gabe? What else, Gabe? The little musty thing.
Where is your facts? Where is so found?
Who is that in there with you? That's y'all two musty niggas in a bunk bed. What do y'all hear? Another musty tether. What are y'all doing? Y'all laying up with each other? What are y'all doing? Who is the other musty tether?
We sitting in a chair, but
Now who
you
are
choose
you?
to make things gay.
Who are you? The musty twins? What are y'all? Who are you?
Hey, look, little bro.
Massa gave you rights, and you think you better than the other superior.
Yeah, because you feel inferior because you got holed out by a minority, the white minority, and now the Asians over there whooping your musty ass, and you got to flee over here to us, and you feel a certain way.
Tariq,
Huh?
the Indians run most of the shit in America. The
No,
Jews.
they run your shit. They run stuff over there in your failed homeland. The Indians, the Asians, the whites, and you're the majority over there eating bushmeat, and you're over here with us now, sir. You're
Yes,
welcome.
my nigga. Your food is literally African, French, and it's literally European.
Who? What food? Who? What food is African that we eat? Name it.
Nigga, collard greens, okra. There's so many things.
Y'all collard greens. Y'all don't have collard greens like us. The hell you talking about?
Are you
don't
fucking
have collard greens like us, fool?
Tariq? Tariq, you know you had the most bootlickers in America.
Dude, our food don't taste like yours. What food you got tastes like ours?
You understand?
No.
You
Stop
understand?
babbling. What food do you have that tastes like ours? Go.
It's not gonna be the same, but it's inspired.
Oh, it's inspired. Nothing. It would taste the same if it's inspired. What you
Okay,
talking
let me-
about? What's the food?
Okay.
What's
Stop.
the
Why you
food?
muting me? Why you muting me?
Because you better name some of these damn foods. What's the foods?
Muting me, man. You're
We
muting.
don't have monkey McNuggets, sir. We don't have the same food. What you
Calm
talking
down.
about? We don't have hippo hot dogs. We don't have the same shit you eat. Don't put that on. No. What food you talking about? We got from you.
Mint your ass, little nigga.
What
Stop
food we got from you, sir?
muting me though.
Name
You're
it.
muting me though.
Name it. Name the foods.
I can name a lot of things.
Name them.
Okra.
Okra.
I can name collard greens. I can name so
You
many
don't have
things.
y'all don't have collard greens like us, sir. None of it tastes like collard greens that we do, sir. What the hell are you talking about? It don't taste the same.
FBA's are massa babies, my God. There's no such thing.
You're colonizer babies, sir.
And
You're colonizer babies.
We got
sir, and that's why you fled to us. You had to bring your musty ass
Answer.
over here. You had to come here, sir.
Continent alone.
You had to bring your ass over here under us, sir.
Because an African American man let me do that shit. He fought for my rights to be here, not the FBA.
No, that's
FBA is not a
that's a
gang.
foundational black American, sir. That's a foundational black
African American
American.
is African American, not
And
FBA.
no African American, nothing. It was a foundational black American. No
No, he
continental
was an
African.
African American in 1782. He identified as an African American because he knew where he came from.
No, sir. We're from here. All right.
You're-
And there was no Congo at the time in 1782. So get off that.
There was
shit.
a kingdom of 1782. There was the kingdom of the Congo, sir.
So that's not the same area. It was not the same area. The Congo was in a different location.
What are you
sir.
talking about?
Sir, y'all didn't become a nation state until the Belgian conference. They carved y'all ass up, and then King Leopold went
And
over
you
there.
didn't be-
King Leopold went over there and hoed you out
Oh,
and
you did-
had y'all tethers chopping each other up, sir. Y'all were chopping each other up on behalf of King Leopold with the rubber plants and the rubber trees and shit.
What is it?
Bros, can I ask you a question?
All right, let's slow it down. Hold on. Now, what's your name? What's your name, man?
My name Kamir, bro, but my name not. Okay, so I have a question. Did you just say that Congo and the Kingdom of Congo were nowhere close to each other?
It ain't the same nation state. It wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same damn thing. It was a completely different nation state. Y'all didn't become a nation state until damn
That's your level of intelligence right
until
there, bro.
Belgium carved your ass
That's
up.
your level of
Belgium.
intelligence right
That's
there.
the level.
Conference.
Exactly. These master babies, man. These fucking niggas who used to get lynched.
Massa babies. Y'all over there getting attacked by gorillas and shit in your homeland. Y'all apes are whooping your ass in your homeland. Apes, Asians, whites. Y'all just run around taking L's in your homeland. You're getting beat by gorillas. You're getting beat by the whites. You're getting beat by the Asians. You're getting beat by the East Indians. You're getting beat by hunger. Everything is an L. That's why your ass is over here.
Tariq, your life depends on your master daddy.
No.
To your neck, my guy.
You have to bring your ass over here under us, sir. You couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't cut it. You could, sir. You couldn't cut it, sir. You're a failed tether.
Man, you can't breathe. You cannot breathe.
Sir, you're a failed tether, and you're very jealous of that, right?
Why would I don't give a fuck about tether? You call everybody that. You even
Yeah. You can't even talk. You had to bring your little musty refugee ass up here under us, sir.
call your fellow Americans even tethers.
Yeah, we survived slavery. You didn't survive colonization. You failed. You didn't survive it, sir. You had to come up under us. You had to come under the riders. You got hoed out of your homeland.
Stop muting me.
You are homeless biatch, sir.
Why are you muting me?
Yeah, because I'm talking to you. This is an intervention, sir. This is an intervention. Go ahead.
It's not an intervention if you keep on muting me every time I'm speaking facts.
You ain't speaking no facts.
What facts are you
You're
speaking?
not speaking no facts, sir. You're just tether babbling, sir. You're
My
not
guy,
speaking
and you're
facts.
trauma babbling, my guy. Slave post-trauma,
I'm
fucking
fine. We
post-trauma
survived
slavery.
We survived slavery. You didn't survive getting colonized and beat down and chopped up. You didn't survive that, sir. All right, you're getting holed out now. So what else is on your mind? Because now I'm getting bored, sir. Because now you're whining. I don't want to hear a whining refugee.
Okay. I'm a refugee. Okay.
I know you are.
I got questions. Though.
Right, now let's get to it. Now listen. I'm not trying to hear no tethered lies because I don't want to hear tethered lies. Go
I
ahead.
ask the questions, you answer.
It don't work like that, tether. You don't run nothing.
But you're a foundation. I'm asking.
Yeah. But you don't run nothing. Let's get that straight.
I never said I run nothing.
All right, well, you shut your goddamn mouth, sir.
Live.
Yeah, this is my lie, but you don't call up trying to bark out demands, sir. I'm not Sally Struthers. You don't do that. We don't do that. All right, now what's on your mind? Now go ahead.
You're muted. Okay.
Came up to holler at this boy. What is your problem? Why are you doing this, right?
This is not a problem, miss.
It's a problem. I heard you say that we are masters babies. What the is wrong with you?
Because when I got on here,
it is nothing that Tariq Nasheed should be able to say to make you say some up shit like that about African Americans.
That's what you just heard what he said though, right?
No, I came in the room and I heard you. So if he said something to offend you, why did you drop off?
I am not offended, miss. I'm being respectful.
I'm offended.
Y'all my elders.
I'm offended as an African American by what the fuck you said. So I go live every day. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I go live every fucking day, bringing awareness to this bullshit. And I come in here, and it's a fucking Continental on his panel saying some up shit about African Americans, calling us masters babies, saying that we can't breathe. Bitch, you can't breathe either. You in America too.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I'm both
so watch
oppressed.
your mouth.
But why y'all not letting me
watch
talk
your
though?
fucking mouth about African Americans.
Why is your big nasty ass spitting on your
You
watch
are
out,
up here being disrespectful.
No, I'm not being
all
disrespectful,
African
Nick.
Americans.
Your leader is being disrespectful.
Listen, I'm not
Ain't
FBA.
nobody no leader.
Tariq
Nobody's a leader.
Nasheed and my FBA, I'm not
Can you read,
FBA.
bro? You
I
making
don't
a lot of noise.
identify as FBA. I'm African American.
Who gives a
Okay, can I speak to you? Can I speak to you?
I'm listening.
I came up here to say, okay, I came here to ask questions. I'm asking. Tariq says there was black. Before I was asking my question, he cut me off, started saying disrespectful shit. So I was like, I'm here for questions. But before
This is a
I
lot for FBA. Why are you even here? That's what I don't understand with Continental
said he was
Africans
asking
but
and this
questions.
FBA shit. If you
You
don't like to
guys
hear what the
niggas.
FBA has to say about you, you shouldn't even be in here. You come in here just to get your feelings hurt. Stay out of FBA lives. I've been telling
I'm not
Continental
hurt.
Africans to stay out of FBA lives.
But
Just stay out.
But you see what FBA be doing on social media?
All right.
Like,
Let me get my brother Dan in here. Let me get Dan in.
Get him in here.
Yeah, what's good, Flex? Can you hear me?
What's up, Dan? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Man, you sound like a little boy when that woman came up here talking to you, man. How old you is?
Me?
Yeah, no, you. Yes, you. How old you is, homie?
I'm 17.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That explains.
Okay, that's okay. He might be 48 because they be lying about their age.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the thing about it, man. Look, we can explain it to you, we can't understand it to you. So, as foundational Black Americans in this country, we have always fought for what we're right. We fight for justice. The difference between our fight and your fight is we're fighting for justice. You guys are fighting for freedom. And in your fight for freedom, we decided to lend our influence and it has been returned with degrading comments like masturbating. Now, why would you make that statement, young fella?
Excuse me, my elder, but did you hear what he was saying? Or did you just hear my part?
You got up here to debunk him. He asked you questions.
No, I didn't. I didn't come up here to debunk him. I came here to ask him questions.
I brought you up because you were trolling in the comment section.
Let me ask you a question, young fella. Do you carry your father's last name?
Yes, I carry my father's last name, yes.
Do you teach you how a man's supposed to behave?
Actually, yes, but I didn't come here.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Listen,
why y'all letting me speak? Why y'all not letting me speak?
Because look, you're 17, so I'm explaining to you, right? He
But
asked you a direct
fool
question.
also grows for old. You don't know more than me just because you're older than me,
Listen
sir.
to me, brother. I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm asking you a direct question. You're 17. Okay. You consider yourself an adult. You consider yourself like I see you as a child, but do you consider yourself as mature?
You're my elder. I see you as a grown up. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see yourself as mature?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I don't do childish stuff. Yeah.
Okay, but you did. Let me explain to you, right?
But Tariq does that. He's a grown ass man.
And he's talking to you like a grown man. You're not responding like one. That's why he kept muting you. Listen, he asked you a direct question.
Nah, he was muting me because he didn't want to let me speak.
Sir, listen. You're doing it now. You cut me off. Listen, let me explain to you, right? This is what happened. I know you probably forgot about it. You said our foods are the same. He asked your names for foods.
I was about to. He was keep on muting me.
Listen, you named the food. He told you it was wrong, and you switched to another food. Right? Now that is called deflection. That's not how men have conversations. So when he asks you a direct question, we respect the answer. The young lady who came up on stage earlier, you all but got right when she was talking to you because that's a woman. So that's why I asked you, was you raised by your father? You showed her far more respect, and she was talking to you crazy. She telling you to shut the fuck up, calling you stupid. Tariq didn't do none of that. He cracked jokes. But you were going crazy at him, and you showed her all that respect. That's not how men have conversations.
I am not finna go toe and toe with a woman.
No. You're missing the point. The idea is to actually have respect for this person.
Y'all are grown-ups, and I'm talking to y'all like, man, I ain't scared of y'all. I'll give the lady more respect because in my household, you can't go toe-to-toe with a female because that's a whole female.
Yeah, but the thing, no one's disrespecting you, son. You came up here calling us master babies, bro. That was crazy disrespectful. After acknowledging that Black Americans did everything they could to get you over here, because the United States government wasn't accepting non-white immigrants. They weren't doing that for a very long
Wait,
time.
can we put a pause on that real quick? So
The word, if you want to hop in conversation, you tend to say excuse me. But how you doing?
my bad. Excuse me.
You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Kamir. I
Do
came
you,
on here previously.
so you have your father in your life as well?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right. So what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stage.
So this isn't my conversation. I'm not one of the people to be like FBA. I'm not one of those. You feel me? But with this being said, you just told my homeboy that is besides the point. But you just got on him for the same thing that you're doing.
Literally,
You just told him.
Wait.
that
Be
is-
specific. Be specific. You said I said that's beside the point. What did I do that I said not to do?
It
Specific.
was like, what you gonna say? He was like, that's besides the point. Some shit.
No, I'm saying, but hold on. Some shit is important. What did I tell him was beside the
When
point?
he was talking respectfully to the female, well, not even talking, but not going back and forth with the female, you said that is besides the point.
So
Right.
check this out, right? You 18, so I'll just speak to you more candidly.
Yeah.
As men, we have discussions. There needs to be a level of respect because men don't talk crazy to each other like this in person. Trust me, they don't. Unless they want violence. You know that, I know that. You're 18. You should figure this out by now. The reason I say that's beside the point is because she came up here telling him to shut the up and all that. Tariq didn't curse at him not one time. He cracked jokes
That he did.
about this.
Excuse me. Excuse me. That is false. That is false.
Hold on, listen.
That is
She
false.
told him to shut the up. She was very disrespectful, handled him real rough. The most Tariq did was crack a joke or two about something he said. That's what happened. Now, I just felt like, just me personally, if you are going to be angry at somebody, you want to get angry at the person who's cursing you out actively. That's what I was getting at. That's why I said that was beside the point, because he didn't match energy. But go ahead though. Now you 18 and you said that's not beside the point.
Let the phone owner have it.
It's back to me. Okay, I got on here, right? I asked Tariq. He asked me that where I was from. I said the Congo, because he always says that Africans get on here or tethers get on here and they trying to say, oh, now they FBA or they African American. I said where I was from. I said my lineage. That's for the Congo. I got on here trying to ask some questions. And
But what's your question though? But we don't need to rehash what happened. Like, get to your question, young fella.
My question was how my number one question was why would during the transatlantic why would they need to go all the way to Africa to get enslaved Africans if there was already black people here? Number one, that's my question.
Okay. So look, I can answer that question for you right now because they're greedy. You understand that a nation's wealth is tied to its coastline, correct? The merchant class. Listen. A nation's wealth is tied to this is history, right? This is not even got anything to do with our conversation. This is just simple economics. A nation history is tied to its coastline. So, British, all those countries that did a lot of slave trade had ships and a large merchant class. The merchant class was amongst the wealthiest because they did direct trade with other countries. Now, what does a person with money want? More money. So you asking that question isn't a debunking anything. It actually reinforces the point. They wanted more money.
No,
and most of the hold on, young fella. Excuse me is the word you want to use. You want to hop in the conversation respectfully. Come on, man. Like, this is etiquette. Anyway, for the nation's wealth is tied to its coastline. So the more ships and merchants they have, the more money they make. They're not going to turn down the opportunity to make more money. It's just that simple.
Actually, with all due respect, right? They was trading. The Europeans and African kingdoms were trading for alliance, right? With all due respect,
Brother, all right, listen.
they were trading for alliance, not for just for.
Can you name the company that they were using? What's the name of the company?
It wasn't companies. They was bringing
Yes, it was.
stuff like items. They was bringing products.
Again,
guns,
hold on. Let me correct
muskets
you. Let me correct you.
Because by that time, African
Do
nation,
me a
most of the
favor. Do me
African
a favor,
nations
young
haven't
fella.
even
Young fella.
founded resources
Young
yet.
fella, I want you to pull out your phone, go to ChatGPT, and type in the Dutch East Indian Trading Company, and tell me what pops up. That's the research you got to do before you
It was
enter this
around doing the
before
transatlantic.
you enter this conversation, man. You need to educate yourself a little more. You need to
I
pay
am
more attention
educated.
in class.
Seems like FBA is not educated though.
Sir, sir, okay, look, I've been out of high school for a very long time, But when I was there, I took AP history. I scored a 5 on my AP history exam. I'm not one of the people who don't know what I'm talking about. Look, young fella, like, respectfully, at 17 years old, I appreciate the enthusiasm. However, you don't know enough about this conversation. And besides,
No,
if we talking about,
y'all don't know nothing
let
about
me
this
ask you something.
conversation.
Do you love the Congo?
Huh?
Do you love the Congo?
Yes, I love the Congo. Yes, of course.
Are you
I don't.
familiar with? Are
But
you familiar with the? Hold on,
excuse me.
listen.
Excuse me.
Are you familiar with the
Excuse me,
conflict that's
please.
going on with right now?
Excuse me, please, though. May I please say something?
Are you familiar with the conflict that's going on in
Yes,
the Congo right now?
genocide, wars.
With
Yes,
the
yeah, I
Tutsis and
understand.
who else now?
Huh?
Between the Tutsis and who else?
The Tutsis, the Bantu, the
Yeah.
people of the
See,
Congo, the Black Congo.
so
Yes,
real
I
quick.
know.
Now, do you think that the efforts and attention that you can drum up should be focused on what they got going on over there, or we got going on over here?
But I do that though.
No, I'm saying, but think about this, right? I want you to understand how much of a distraction you're letting our fight for justice become for your fight for freedom. There's two different fights. I would say,
I did not bring my fight to y'all.
no. The point
I
I'm
did
trying to
not
make
bring my
is
fight to y'all.
you prioritizing the wrong stuff, young fella, and then you don't know enough about this conversation. The
Y'all bringing
Congo,
up the wrong stuff. Like,
does the Congo have a coast?
that's y'all do the deviation.
No. We came here. You said something that was completely wrong. I correct you on the wrongness, and then you switch topics. It's typical. It's what you guys do.
Can I go back to my questions? Your
question was about why would they go to Africa to get people, and it's real simple. More money. It's economics. It's real simple. And then what was your second question?
Okay.
Because we're not ducking.
I'm still on that first one.
You got the answer to the first one.
No, it's not. That is not the reason.
So
that is not the reason.
What does a person with money want? More money.
He want more money.
Okay, that's the answer to your question.
But he can still listen.
It's not as complicated as you think.
They was bringing African slaves over here, right? Because to work on the cotton field, sugar, tobacco.
Listen. If you believe that
I don't believe because the Europeans did it.
Listen for a second, right?
I do not believe nothing.
In America, right? There were black people already here. They have already said this. The British, the French.
They did not say it.
The British, the French, and the Spanish have already.
They never said that.
Already said there were black people here.
No, they never said that.
Yes, they did.
No, they never.
Kids.
Can you point me to the source? Can you point me to the source? I can go.
Sir, you got ChatGPT. Look it up. Look. Listen, you didn't do enough research about this.
No, you haven't.
You wanted to have it.
You believe in what Tariq told you. That's you're a grown man believing another grown man. That is not no source.
First off. Look, do you know what's happening? I ain't even gonna look, sir. I could go over my accolades in this subject, but I'm just not because it's not even necessary. Listen, Tariq is a real research individual. So
he got a computer by his side right now as we speak.
Listen. He's a real research individual.
No, he's not.
And if our research is telling us the same thing, that doesn't mean we're getting it from each other. That's real simple, right?
No, he's not. Both of y'all are not. Y'all probably failed.
How did I know about the conflict going on in your homeland?
Because the whole world knows about this. It's broadcasted on TV, the news.
How did I know about it?
Because there's something called the internet. You can look it up.
Okay, so if you see something on the internet that happens to be true, does that make it false because somebody else said it that you don't like?
No, but that's not.
Okay, so when I tell
that
you,
is not.
so when I tell you that there were black people
during the time of the transatlantic enslavement, there was no internet.
Brother, my grandmother is full-blooded Choctaw.
Your grandmother is the first person in your bloodline?
No, I'm giving you an example how far back it goes, genius. That's how this works. My bloodline didn't start with my grandma. I'm just giving you an example of black natives who are in this country now.
Can you? Okay,
there are black natives now. What are you talking? Look, you throwing your whole point off. Get to your second question. Your first question just shows how much you don't know. But what's the second question?
No, you do not know. You're the one who do not know.
What's the second question?
If there was already black natives here, hundreds of them. Why is it only 40 million?
Get to your question, please. Your second question.
No, answer my question. There was not already black natives here.
Yes, there were. What are you talking about?
No, it was not because you got the Gullah. You got the Gullah Geechee.
Ready for this? Sir, have you ever heard of the Trail of Tears?
Yes.
What happened on Trail of Tears?
The Trail of Tears?
What happened?
They was moving Indians, right?
No.
Removing Indians from their home.
What did the United States government do to the people that was on the Trail of Tears?
They massacred them, but it was not
Okay,
black
okay.
people.
Listen, listen.
Negro
Yes,
and
yes, they
Indian is not
were.
the
Yes,
same thing.
listen, listen. Yes, they were.
No,
Yes,
there's
they.
not.
You know who Andrew Jackson is?
Yes, I know who Andrew Jackson is.
Who is he?
Andrew Jackson was a president of the United States.
Yeah,
He's the one
and
who
what?
signed the Removal Act.
Wait, time out. What did he do? He paid people $10 to do what?
He paid people $10. But listen,
No,
that
no.
is
For what? For what?
you
For
keep
what?
on
For
asking.
what?
You're
No,
not
no. For
answering my.
what?
I'm
No, for
answering your
what? For
question.
what? For
Okay,
what though?
so let
For
me
what? No,
let
I'm
me
trying.
ask,
I'm trying to get you to understand
let me
something.
let me. Do you know
This
there's
is what you're missing.
documentation of
This is what you're
enslaved
missing. This is what you're
Africans
missing. This is
coming
what you're
from
missing, right?
Africa to the United States
This is
of
what you're missing in this
America, which we
conversation.
call
Right?
now?
The United States government actively
You're
practiced
not.
genocide
I am.
against natives,
If you're not finna let,
black and red.
if you're not
They
going to,
actively practiced genocide against them.
if you're
That's why
not
the
going to let me
numbers went
speak, this is
down.
what
Then
y'all
on top of that,
FBAs
right now,
do.
the
Because
census has
FBA,
already
y'all not.
said that they may have undercounted foundational black Americans. It's probably close to 50 million of us.
Where
Now,
is
this
where
whole
where is
what you're
FBA
trying
on
to
the
do
foundation?
is,
Where's
is really
FBA and the
terrible, bro. It's a
history
terrible
books?
argument to make. At the
Where's
end of the day,
FBA in the history books,
your argument is that you don't believe they
bro?
went and got black slaves because if black people were already here, they would just enslave the black people. Well, they did.
Man,
Most of the
just
slaves,
drop me, just drop me, just
most of
drop
the
me, man,
slaves,
just drop me, man.
most of
Y'all
the
not letting
slaves
me
that came
speak.
from
Y'all not
Africa didn't
just
even
drop
land
me.
in America. They actually landed in Brazil.
No, y'all
That's true.
understand? You can
That's
look
actually
there on
true. That's true.
documentation.
You don't know. You don't know what you're talking about,
Drop
young
me,
fella.
drop me, drop me, drop
You
me.
don't know what you're talking about.
Just
All
drop me
right.
then, drop me.
All right, let me drop you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brother Dan. I'm gonna go
Thank you,
go.
Tariq. Good love, it's
All
all
right.
love.
There you go. Yeah, thank you, Brother Dan. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Just because this guy don't like the truth, the guy came in disrespectful. He asked me a question. First, he was in the comment section trolling, and that's why I let him up. Then he came in. He started to be disrespectful. Then he got checked. Then he starts trying to play the victim. Oh, wait. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm just a beach ass nigga. I'm innocent. No, you're not innocent. You got called out for being slick and disrespectful. He's like, when did you get visited by the FBI? I'm like, several times. And a lot of these alphabet agencies are on my bumper. I'm banned from the UK. Cap, nigga, cap. Then I got offended. The cap? The hell I got a lot of you for? The hell? That offended me. The hell I got a lot of you. Come on now. But yeah, these folks, man. Listen, when we point out that there were black Aboriginal people here, the tethers, they really want to erase that narrative. And no matter how much evidence we pull up, there's so much evidence we can. It don't matter because all they're gonna do is I'm a tetherer and I say so. No, that's not accurate, nigga. Like Brother Dan said, several explorers and Europeans said they saw black Aboriginals over here. Pizarro, he saw them. Balboa. I mean, we could just go down the line. Most of them, they came over here and spoke about these black Aboriginal natives that they saw over here. Very well documented. There's books, Unexpected Faces in Early America by Von Wooten now. White man. Wrote a book in the 70s showing some of the figurines of the black indigenous people. The Olmecs. Come on. There were black indigenous people here. That's not even up for debate. But the thing is, they hate for us to acknowledge that narrative because they need us to be de facto immigrants. You understand? They want to make it seem like everybody came over to the land on a boat, and that's a form of immigration. They keep trying to frame us as de facto immigrants, and we're not. We're simply not. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get Althea. I think, no. Let's get Now, whatever your name is. Now or Nao. Okay. You can unmute your microphone now. That would be great. All right. Let me get my brother Leo up here. Yeah, Now ain't saying nothing. But let's get brother Leo up here. I'm going to get Now out of here. I guess Now don't want nothing. All right, brother Leo.
you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, Leo?
Yeah, man. When it comes to these people saying to look stuff up and read books and look stuff up, we literally have a supercomputer like at the palm of our hand. I literally looked that up on ChatGPT. It gives you all types of sources. It gave me like 4 or 5 sources, like Ivan von Satima. They came before Columbus in 1970. That's a source that you can really just look up in 5 seconds. It's
Oh
really
yeah.
not rocket science. It's not that hard whatsoever. So I don't know, especially somebody from his generation. He doesn't need to be talking about it. All he needs is he has a supercomputer in the palm of his hand. He can just look it up.
Oh yeah. Man, thank you, brother. I mean, there's so many sources. My brother, who's in my new movie, Chase McGee, he has a great book on that. He has a couple of books on it with all the sources. They talk about how Balboa in 1513 saw these tall, black skinned natives over here. He said they're exceedingly black. This is Balboa. Okay? Look up some of this stuff. They were very, very descriptive about the people that they saw. He was like, they're black as hell over here. That's Balboa. Peter Martyr, that was another guy who saw these black natives over here. You just go down the line. The Gamara, Francisco Lopez Gamara, he was another one in 1552. He came over here and he said he saw these black ass folks over here who looked like the same people over in Guinea, which was West Africa. That's what they called West Africa at the time, Guinea. So, man, I mean, it just goes down the line. Vizarro, I mentioned him earlier. Vizarro, 1524, he came over here and said the people here, they are dark in color like the Ethiopians. Ethiopia was what they called Africa at the time. They kept saying how black the people were. Were all these people lying? And everything I'm saying, y'all can look it up. I'm talking slow. Y'all can look it up. I'm talking slow so you can fact check me in real time. All right? Everybody can fact check me in real damn time. Down in Florida, where they went down to Florida, they kept talking about the black indigenous down there. All right? Okay, let's get who is this? Let me see. We got a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Y'all hit that like button. Let's get up to 500,000 likes in here, family. Let's get that. Let's get that. All right. Y'all raise your hand. Let me get y'all in here. Y'all raise your hand if you want to get on. Who is that? Africa, Europe, you know. Okay. Y'all yeah, y'all can get our brother Chase's books on Amazon. And he has all the receipts. Our brother Chase has all the receipts. All right. And again, there were black tribes all up and down the East Coast, man. Man, it's well documented. Very well documented. All right. Y'all raise your hand. Raise your hand in the chat room, in the chat, so I can start bringing people up from the chat, so I don't start bringing up the wrong people. All right, let's get Jonathan Edwards who wants to come on. Mr. Edwards, hop on in. Let me see. Chosen Wizard. Let's get Chosen Wizard in here. It's not letting me let you up. Mr. Jonathan, what's up, brother?
What's going on, brother Tariq?
I'm good. How you doing, Jonathan?
I see you. I see you giving out spankings on the nice, nice night tonight.
Man, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I was just recently down on Hatteras Island in North Carolina, and I wanted to know if you had did any research on the trail of freedom down there, and on the Hotel Afrique that the Union had liberated in the 1500 African slaves that escaped to Hatteras Island. It was actually before the end of the Civil Wars, first place that our people were actually free.
Were they part of the Great Dismal Swamp over there in that area?
It's a little bit further south than that, going all the way out there to Cape Hatteras,
Okay.
down there on the Outer Banks.
Okay, I got to look
The
more into
folks,
that. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that, but I got to look more into that. But thank you, brother. Real Offended. What's up, Real Offended?
My brother Tariq, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, Real. How are you, man?
Doing fantastic, my brother. I just want to say to the dudes from Congo that was up here earlier, like, don't you notice how hypocritical it is, how offended they get when you start telling them about what happened in Congo? They like, don't tell me what happened in Congo, but yet they want to be over here telling us what happened over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, that's the exact same energy. I hope if the young brothers from Congo who are listening are understanding that. You know what I mean?
real
And for the
talk.
people in the chat listening, you know, all the questions that we got, like, why are they so focused on Black Americans? Why are they trying to change our history? Of course, we know it's 100% insecurity. You know, like, you know, they want to talk about documentation, but they don't have enough sense to look that every indigenous people from every single continent are dark skinned. And you said it a few times, but it's like, why do we have to sit here and do your homework for you? You know what I mean? Go look at the indigenous people of Asia, Australia, Europe. Every single continent had Black people on it. So to say that every Black person came from Africa is ridiculous. And like you said, it's a product of, you know, so-called white supremacy. And
Right.
I'm glad that you say so-called, because it really ain't white supremacy, it's Black supremacy. Is they afraid and insecure of Black people? That's what goes on. Because when you look at the ruling classes of Europe and Germany and Russia and Asia, these are all dark-skinned people. And so, you know, I just want to, I hope everybody understands that, you
We
know.
do.
And
Thank you so much, brother. Now, listen, man, everywhere you go around the world, if you look at the Aboriginal people, they were black skinned, brown skinned, dark skinned people, many of them with woolly hair. If you go around the world and look at the Aboriginal population, even today, there's pockets of them that are still around today. You go to some of these places that had limited mixture of the Europeans, even though they've, like, the French Polynesian islands, even though the French colonized it, it wasn't a large influx of French nationals, though the European French over there in large numbers. So the people didn't get mixed up like more like the Hawaiians now. They're lighter because they're mixed with white and Asian and all that stuff. But some of the you go look at some of the images of the Hawaiians in the 1800s, many of them were very dark. And you go to places like Tahiti, Bora Bora, I've been over there, and you got people over there, black skin with afros. In Tahiti, Bora Bora, Samoa, I was over in Samoa. You got black skinned people with afros. Over in Fiji, jet black people with afros, all in those remote places. So if black skinned people with afros could reach those remote islands in the middle of nowhere and all through Asia, I've been in the middle of Asian jungles, like in Malaysia and Thailand, where there are black negritos, black skinned people with afros living in the jungles up there, living in the forest. Now, I've been there. I ain't talking about some shit I read in a book. I done sat there in their village, chilling with them, eating a mango, chopping it up with them, and teaching me how to start a fire with sticks. Yeah, they looking at me, I'm looking at them. I'm looking at their fro, they looking at mine. I done seen them with my own eyes. They're there. Yeah, they're in India, all over. You think they didn't come here? This big ass continent, they got to them little remote ass islands in the middle of nowhere in the Pacific Ocean and Vanuatu and all of these little places in the middle of nowhere. Guinea, that's why they call Guinea New Guinea, because they look like the old Guineas, the old Africans. That's what they look like. They were black skinned people, woolly hair. So you think black skinned, dark skinned people with woolly hair did not come to North America? Really? You really think that? Just logically. Come on now. Also, with migratory patterns, we've been here for a long time. Lucia woman, when they did a reconstruction of the oldest human fossils over here, they reconstructed it. It was a negroid looking woman, Lucia woman. How much evidence do you need? Being in denial of the evidence isn't lack of evidence. Y'all can do the I'm a tether and I say so and just deny what we're seeing. That doesn't change facts though. We have indigenous ancestry here. The Tethers hate that because they have to try to make us comparable to them. They have to make us comparable to them. And our history is more unique. Our history is a little more unique. That's what it is. Let's get homie the truth. What's up, homie?
What's going on, Tariq?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed. And man, first of all, I just wanted to first start off and just give you your flowers, bro.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate all the information. Actually, I started my journey, kind of going down a rabbit hole with Hidden Colors. So I just really
Yes.
appreciate you, man.
I
You
appreciate that,
changed
brother.
you changed my life, bro. Like
I thank you so much, brother. And by the way, the young boys from the Congo talking about we don't know what we're talking about. Dude, my movies are taught in schools. Y'all know that? The Hidden Colors films, they teach them in universities and schools all around the world. For those who don't know, people say that helped bring in the whole woke era, which it did. I don't like to brag, but shit. Man, we did a series that literally changed the game. That changes the way history is taught as we know it today. Come on now. That literally changed the game and influenced some of your heroes. It influenced, all right? You think of some of y'all heroes, it influenced them. Hidden Colors influenced them. We've influenced all types of movements. That's real. Prince was a big fan of Hidden Colors. The artist Prince. That's what Janelle Monáe said. Janelle Monáe put up that tweet. Y'all remember the tweet? She said Prince makes people watch the Hidden Colors series. She said you get around Prince, he makes you watch him. He makes everybody watch Hidden Colors. All right? Yeah, I don't like to brag, but come on. Come on. Who is this? Animal something? Who's not indigenous? Who is that? I heard somebody. Animal Liberation? Hop on Animal Liberation. All right, come on in. Animal Liberation, hop on in. Oh, yeah, Prince stood on business. Prince, man, people don't know how much of a rider Prince was. But hell, Colin Kaepernick, that influenced him. He was a big fan of it. I mean, we used to chop it up. Nipsey Hussle, huge fan of it. He was influenced by that. The list goes on and on. You name your heroes, I can show you how they were influenced by the Hidden Colors series. What's this guy? Yeah, I tried to let you up, brother. You were in the chat room talking a little greasy, and I wanted to have you up, bro. I wanted to have you up. You were saying stuff, and I wanted you to stand on business. All right, but you ran off. All right, come on, yeah, we almost got 300K likes. Y'all can start putting the gifts in there. Throw the gifts in there. What's up, Nikki the God? Everybody say what's up to Nikki the God. Hold on, Nikki. I need to make you a mod, Nikki. Hold on 1 second. Are you a mod? Are you a mod? You should be a mod. Hold on. Okay, I think you're a mod already. I think. Hold on. Yeah, you are a mod. You're a mod. Okay. Shout out for the gifts. Roll motion. If y'all want us to keep going, come on, throw those gifts up there to let us know you appreciate what's happening in here. Let us know you appreciate it. All right. All right. Let's get this thing popping. No, hold on. All right. Let's get some hands in here. Let me get some folks in here. Cole, let's get Cole. What's up, Cole?
What's up, brother? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good, brother. Hey, first I want to give respect to the good brother Tariq, man. And I appreciate you for expanding onto TikTok so you can lace some of these people some of this game, man, because they need it out here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the fact I'm a foundational Black American. Ain't nothing else to it.
Yeah.
But if you tell me you something else and I know what you mean, and it mean you from the lineage, how am I get mad at you, man? You dig what I'm saying? So dumb people don't be having no business if they got a problem with us being FBA. You know what I'm saying? If you supposed to be standing on business, what you even coming over here for? Stay in your own chat room. Let me tell you how I get to them, Tariq. This is how I get to like the people who be saying that blacks weren't here. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, I say, if you were a Swedish dude from Sweden and you flew to O'Hare Airport here in Chicago, jumped straight into an Uber and jumped out on 87th and Commercial, you're going to see nothing but blacks and Mexicans. This is what they'll see, even though while they in Sweden, they heard America, home of the pie and white people, right?
Yeah.
That's the same way it was when Christopher Columbus and them got here. They saw black natives and red ones. You know what I'm saying? What's so hard to believe about that? You know?
Right.
So just
Exactly. It's that simple, man. We were already here. Thank you, brother. Yeah, the people they want us to be foreigners on our own land, and we're not. This is our land. We were here. We were definitely here. It's been very well documented. As black people, we've been here longer than all of these other immigrant groups. So it's impossible for us to not have mixed in with the Aboriginal population. It's literally impossible for that to happen. And we've been all over the nation. We were the ones. Why was it that we were the guides? Every time the Europeans wanted to move around the continental US, we were the ones guiding them. Lewis and Clark, they had a FBA brother named York who was the guide. Daniel Boone had a foundational black American who was a guy named Burrell who got him over those Blue Ridge Mountains, I think. I think that was the name of the mountains. Every time it's us showing these people where to go and where not to go. James Beckworth showed everybody how to get to the west through the Sierra Nevada mountains so they wouldn't get stuck up there. It was a foundational black American doing this. How we know our way around this bitch so damn well? You know what I'm saying? Y'all look up some of these names. How we know if we're foreigners, how the hell we know our way around so damn good? Yeah? I want y'all to look that up. Every time these people expanded anywhere in this country, we were guiding them. They always had a Negro guiding them, quote unquote Negro. Yeah? Come on now. Okay. You said, was it David Crockett was responsible? Yeah, I get David Crockett and Daniel Boone mixed up, but they were responsible for tacos in San Antonio. Hilarious. All right. Let me see. Y'all raise the hands. Let's do that. Let's raise them hands, family. Who wants to get on right now? Raise those hands. Let's see who wants to get on. Raise the hands. Because we're in here heavy. All right. Raise those hands if you want to get on. Let me see. Drama wants to get on. Because Drama, were you talking greasy in the... All right, Drama, hop on in, Drama. All right. And I think Drama was talking a little greasy, but yeah, come on up if you got something to say. Mr. Drama, hop on in. All right. Thank you for the whale. Somebody gave me a whale gift. Respect to you for the whale. All right. But yeah, we are foundational black Americans, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's get your Drama. I wanted to get you up. Forever Free. What's up, Forever Free? What's up, Free?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? You okay?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm all right, bro. I was just saying, man, I appreciate you far as a person. I'm glad to be, you know what I'm saying, researching my history to understand exactly where I come from. And another thing I wanted to know before I go, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm an actor right here in Detroit, Tariq. I would like to connect with you. Is that possible?
Yeah, man. Just send me a DM, man. Follow me and send me a DM, and we see what's happening. And you hope you can act, because people be like, I'm an actor. And then, you get in front of a camera and be like, I ain't be got no weapon jive turkey. Yeah, so hopefully get your acting game together. Deidre, what's up, Deidre? Miss Deidre.
You done,
Hey, you all right, Deidre?
man, Tariq. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, dear.
I want
Everything
to
all
say
right?
this.
Yes.
I am so appreciative for you.
I
You done
thank
came over here. You done came over here and got these folks together in terms of how they've been behaving. The whole trajectory then shifted.
Yes.
Brother, listen. Damn, I didn't even know I was on here. Listen, I've been trying to catch you for a few days now. Tariq, they called me the pretending FBA.
Uh-oh.
These, I'm all of it. Because you know why? Because I speak. So I have a grandmother who is 103 years old.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So when I first came on this app, which was not long ago, it's been about 8 or 9 weeks maybe. I promise I didn't know that it was feuding. However, I've always lived amongst the immigrant class.
Yeah.
And they have always looked down upon us. It's always been very evident. I've seen how our government has prioritized them and has neglected our children. So that's my problem. That's my issue. That's the problem that I have. The fact that our government has blatantly neglected our children and have uplifted these people to the point where they come over here and blatantly look down upon us.
Yep. Just like those dudes calling up talking about slave this and y'all got beaten and all that stuff. Boy, yeah, that's mad disrespectful after we paved the way for you to come through. You know what I'm saying? With that kind of talk. But you know what it is, family? Listen, we as foundational Black Americans, see, we've allowed a lot of stuff to go on. We should have been checking folks a long time ago. We should have been getting this kind of straightening a long time ago. We should have been doing it a while ago. And you know what it is with us? We've, a lot of times, and I saw that with the Mauna Leo lady, when it comes to us recognizing our lineage as foundational Black Americans, which is what we are, we're foundational to this nation, there is a thing when it comes to us giving props to ourselves and our lineage. We got this thing where we almost feel guilty if we give props to ourselves and exclude others. There's like an internal guilt, family. Notice other people can say, hey, I'm proud Jamaican. Shout out to Jamaica. I got to do this for Jamaica. That's not a problem. Jamaicans never say, hey, man, we got to be inclusive. They don't say that. I've never seen them say that. You talk about Haiti and give props to Haiti history. It's like nobody ever says, oh, we can't do that now. We got to include everybody. The only people who do that are us. We do that. When we start talking about propping up our history and respecting our lineage, oh, we can, well, it's all about unity now. And unity, we got to have some unity. We don't want no lack of unity. Well, now, we're a lot of us are not doing that now because we are understanding the power of delineation. But you'll still have people trying to be on some, oh no, well, we all gotta be together. We can't do all that. Man, listen. I think a lot of that was the legacy of forced inclusion during slavery and segregation. You know, we had to really look out for each other. So our survival was rooted in collectivism. So that morphed into like a default openness. So wherever we saw a person who looked Black, okay, we got to protect them. That was our initial mindset. Okay, this person looks Black. We got to make sure they're good. We've been like Superman, saving every damn body. I remember there's a story of a kid from Africa, Oda Benga, I think that's his name. They brought him over from Africa early 1900s, and he was a pygmy. He was a little pygmy kid from, I forgot what part of Africa he was from, but they took him to New York, and they put this kid in the zoo. They put him in the Bronx Zoo, I think, and he was a display. They took him around to different places, but he ended up in the Bronx Zoo. They were the white supremacists were doing this thing at the time where they would get Africans and bring them over and put them in human zoos. They did that at the World's Fair. So that was a thing, getting Africans, bringing them over and putting them on display in the zoo. And they had this kid, they filed his teeth down and to make him look real primitive and made him look like he was a cannibal. And they just had him in a zoo. They had him in a monkey cage and they were really dehumanizing this kid. It was the foundational Black American community who said, hell no. The Black community, the foundational Black community at the time, we used our press and our own media and we pressured them. We said, hey, Get this child out of this damn zoo. Are you out of your mind? We were going to the international press. We were like making a lot of noise about that. They ended up having to let the kid out the zoo. It's like the black community kind of looked out for the kid, and they took him to North Carolina, Virginia, somewhere, I forgot. He was so traumatized, though. We did what we could to kind of get him together. I think the black folks got some money together to get his teeth fixed and all this stuff. And he ended up committing suicide. He was, that was so traumatic to him, and he was, wanting to go back home, and he ended up committing suicide. That was just extremely traumatic to that child. He was like a teenager at the time. But the point is, we looked out for him, and we looked out for anybody who looked black, who looked like us. That was our thing. When they were about to invade Ethiopia, when Italy was about to go over there, foundational Black Americans volunteered. We started signing up by the thousands to try to go over there and help Ethiopia fight Italy off of them. So we've been doing this stuff for a long time. We've been looking out for people. That's a gift and a curse, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Because we've had this Christian morality thing and that burden of forgiveness. See, Christianity, especially with Southern foundational Black Americans, it really emphasizes humility, forgiveness, and inclusion. So we inherited this moral framework that associated exclusion with sin almost. We can't leave somebody out. So that was our spiritual identity, that it became culturally embedded. So instinctively, we believe it's wrong or ungodlike to only speak for ourselves. So that leads to like a guilt complex when you start asserting your unique lineage. Well, yeah, we all in it together now. We start that shit. And it's nothing wrong with protecting your lineage and giving props to your lineage. You see, the civil rights movement, family, that was run by foundational Black Americans. That was an FBA movement from top to bottom. Now you had one or two people who, from the Caribbean or whatever. You had Stokely Carmichael, one or two people, but that was a foundational Black American movement. Let's be very clear. The civil rights movement was a foundational Black American movement. And it was intentionally framed with universal language, equality for all, justice for humanity. That was the whole framework. Now, over time, that opened the door for a lot of other groups to piggyback on the moral capital of the movement. So foundational Black Americans, we were taught basically to fight for everybody's inclusion, but not for our own specificity. And that's been a problem. So that moral generosity that we've had, family, that turned into like an unconscious expectation to always include others, even when discussing our unique foundational Black American struggles. So we got to be very, very clear why we do certain things. And we have to stop doing it. Yeah? Listen, there's nothing wrong with us looking out for our lineage. That's not saying that we can't be unified with other people who really want to be unified. And let's be real, a lot of these folks don't want to be unified. Only unified when they can get something up out our asses. The minute you can't get something out of us, or you a slave ass, a kata, you got slave beatings. You see how they act? When you can't get nothing out of us, all of a sudden we all types of beat slaves and all types of shit. All right? Look how they acting now. Now that we said we're delineating and you can't just get stuff off of us, oh, people make 24-hour spaces talking about how we ain't shit and we are tools of the white man and we are katas and we're lazy. Oh, we ain't shit now. Huh? We ain't worth a damn now because y'all can't get nothing out of us now. We're saying, hey, let's wait a minute now. Let's wait a minute.
If you're looking for a festive night out with real energy, pull up to the Hilarious Harvest Hangout at the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, November 15th at 7 p.m. This is not your regular comedy show. We're talking live comedy, culture, and straight up good vibes inside one of the most unique venues in Los Angeles. Hosted by Tariq Nasheed and Dwan B, featuring comedy heavy hitters Chris Spencer, Daphne Springs, Mario Hodge, and more surprise guests in the building.
You don't want to miss this. Complimentary dinner is included, so come eat good, laugh hard, and connect with real people.
So we want to see you in the building. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get your tickets now. That's hiddenhistorymuseum.com.